Okay, hey, hey. Now we're live. Okay. So before we go on with the main story, I noticed we have a message here. We got something from the space station. See, snack supplies and some gadgets. Want to repay us for our kindness and help back at the space station? Everything is a small token of their appreciation. It's nothing really, no interest in gifts. And, well, I'll be right there. A little robot in here. What? We get a robot? Hmm. I think we'll save that one for later and just continue with the main story. So, I think it saves our progress. I exited out of the story to do some of the weekly events. Taking quite a bit to load. Okay, yeah, we're just starting where we left off. Oh, there's Mem. How are we supposed to get over there? Whoa! Time travel. Ooh. Very atmospheric. Glittery. Definitely the effects of remembrance. Looks like a Pokemon. Oh, hold on. A cat, a rabbit, the mastermind. Kind of like a rabbit. It's unlike any known species in the data bank, but I guess that's to be expected. We know nothing about Amphorius after all. Back when we were trailblazing in Drelo 6, we knew its history and terrain even before arriving on the planet. With Amphorius, all we have is whatever little black swan told us. Find a local, maybe? Must plan for the worst. Putting a potential language barrier aside, that was a powerful attack on us just now. It's hard to imagine a planet as far out and isolated as this having the expertise to create such sophisticated weaponry. Is it any match for your dragon power? Can't tell for sure, but let's not get our hopes up too high. I mean, Donan's pretty powerful. Arcade. Could it be a cultural site? I'm guessing that's going to be our first forest enemy up here. Let's see. It looks like no one lives in this area. And that strange creature from before is nowhere to be seen, but... Look at that. Yeah, big sphere. Judging from the prevalence of those colossal structures, the civilization has more than just great engineers and architects. The structure also indicates a universal belief system. If only it were closer, I'd be able to make out the details. If you want to take some photos, now would be the perfect time for March. Giant sphere stands between heaven and earth in the distance. At its top, the sky appears torn open, or rather, it seems to have willingly opened a circular rift. Inside, a swirling vortex churns, and the clouds periodically reflect a golden glow. If March 7th were here, she'd definitely use her close imagination to come up with some whimsical and creative metaphor for the scenery. Unfortunately, it's up to you to take on the team's photography duties. Oh. Snapped a photo. We'll get the gate too. Across the cliff, the Grand Palace remains silent. Oh, the palace gates remain silent, unwilling to reveal any of the history and secrets hidden behind it. What could lie within the gate? You can't help but let your imagination run wild. Bloody carnage, chaotic banquets, bottomless abyss. And you regain focus, hearing a playful voice softly whisper in your ear.
Hello? Snap out of it and click the shutter already.
No, we can't escape her. Whoa. Yeah. Inorganic life forms. Oh! You can't say it's trailblazing until you land a hit with your bat? Where's the sound? Whoa. New gimmick, war armor. Attacking enemies a certain number of times destroys their war armor. When it's destroyed, deals damage, delays their action, and regenerates energy for the attacker. So basically like a weakness break, but based on the hit count. It's like an extra toughness.
Lose some, win some.
Ooh.
I always deliver.
I don't have time for games. Expand your thinking. Watch it crumble.
Let's improvise.
I can do this!
Yes, we have a deal. There's no backing out now. For me or you. Who's the little backstabber? Hopeless as ever.
Okay, they aren't gonna have much of a fight. Oh, looks like they take extra imaginary damage.
Take your positions. Dreams do come true. The mood is set. Let the show begin.
Fiends or devils, I'll crush them all! Get them!
Give an inch and I'll take a mile.
Curiosity is a dangerous thing, you know. Endless riddles. Nothing but a point.
Self-inflicted misery.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Look out! You've got something interesting.
Wait, did you take our bat?
I bear no harm. I just want everyone to be safe.
This is Finon? Down. Let's see. Yeah, I can understand what he's saying.
Roaming around a place like the Abyss with weapons in tow is a show of provocation. Those soldiers are minions of the Strife Titan. They're not known to stop until all invaders fall under their feet. If you continue brandishing your weapons, you won't only be putting yourselves in the crossfire. Their looming blades will come down on the heads of the innocent.
What are all these people doing here?
It's difficult to tell if you're friend or foe when you appear out of thin air. Even without your weapons, a great power still lurks within you.
Can you
I
sense?
could be putting myself in harm's way for all I know. I'd be unwise not to take precautions. So, care to share the reason for dropping in on us? Visitors from above?
Finon, look what you did again! Taking off only to get yourself into trouble?
His name's pronounced Finon. Okay. It's
You
Tribby!
even ruined his weapon! Now you've really gone and done it. This is no way to be treating strangers!
I was just trying to fix our problem in the safest way possible.
How is this safe? Hello, friendly strangers. Let's all simmer down and cool our jets. We're all humans here. No need for things to get so heated. Snowy's just worried you're baddies from above, but we know you two are nothing of the sort. Oh, right, you don't know us yet. We are Treby from Yanisopolis, and this is Snowy. Hurry up and apologize to them.
She uses we to refer to herself.
All right, if you say so, Treby. I apologize for my earlier behavior. I was overly wary because both of you landed in this tumultuous region. Put me on high alert.
Let's see. Yeah.
Not from above the sky, but beyond it.
Wow, that's something else altogether. You're lucky you met us then.
She means you're lucky because we won't hurt you, but the same can't be said for others. Let's talk somewhere else. You've seen it firsthand. It isn't safe out here. As you saw, there are still many refugees who haven't been freed in the temple. We're here to rescue and escort them to the holy city, Akima. They're the reason I had to be absolutely sure you were not here with ill intent, and why I wanted you to put away your weapons. If something were to occur, they would have no way of protecting themselves.
Man, but how do all these people get out here?
I'm Finan, from Ides Elysiae. Sorry if I offended you just now.
Oh, wait, hold on. I gotta introduce myself. The bullet.
Baseball bat? Oh, you mean this marvel of a weapon? Sorry, but why don't you tell me your name in return for your weapon?
Okay,
Friction
fine.
really does spark friendships, huh?
And here's your spear. Don't worry, this is entirely on Snowy. I'll make sure he fixes it for you.
It seems I'll have to treat Cartonis to a couple of drinks again.
So is he a blacksmith then? Just arrived, have many questions. Ensure our safety traveling together would be the best choice. How do we share a language? Possible theories, though the answer eludes me. Perhaps, like Eurilo said, Amphorius was severed by the Silver Rails eons ago, but the data bank would have at least some record of the planet if that were true. Okay, the way the girl uses we and us to refer to herself. Compared with other suspicions, sharing a common language is the least of our worries. Yeah, let's move on. Oh yeah, how's your spear doing? Losing the spear is unfortunate. We gained some important insight. Amphorius weapon forging skills are on par with the craftsmen that Forge the Cloud Piercer. Looks like this world is nowhere nearly as primitive as we... Yeah, nowhere nearly as primitive as we at first thought. Perhaps they have more surprises at this holy city. Yeah, let's keep going. Their outfits are quite nice.
Virtus, you acted on your own to ask the Chrysos heirs for help? To bring us into their so-called holy city, no less. We are priests of Janus, born as footless birds. How could we possibly endure being confined to one place?
Interesting. Passage Titan Janus. Is that meant to represent the Trailblaze?
We've lost far too many to Nikador's forces, Mr. Noldus. I only want for everyone to settle down somewhere safe and to be able to sleep soundly.
Lose your faith, and you lose everything. Do you seriously think you can seek shelter in Akima? Nowhere is safe with the end times looming. I've said my piece. Leave if that's what you want. Everyone else is staying in this temple, where we enjoy the protection of Janus, the gate of infinity.
Don't make this decision in haste, sir.
So you don't want to stay cooped up in the city, but you're going to stay
I
cooped up in this
appreciate the
temple.
concern, esteemed Chrysos heir. But please, respect that we have the right to choose our own fate.
Well, that's fair.
I'm sorry you had to see that, esteemed Chrysos heir. These two with you are...
Travelers from afar. They're also headed for the Holy City. If memory serves me right, you are... Virtus? Please, you may call me Final. What was that just now?
It's an honor you remember me, Phynon. We are priests from Yanisopolis. Armies of the Strife Titan destroyed our home, forcing us to flee across many lands until we arrived here. A few days ago, I watched another companion fall to those monsters, and I was shattered. I offered a prayer to Akima, thinking the answer would take time, at least enough for me to convince Mr. Noldus. I didn't expect your arrival to be so swift.
That's awful. Why isn't everyone out yet? No place is safe.
Excuse me, sir. Everyone knows about the prophecy. How is it that you...
Virtus, right now, we must focus on convincing Mr. Noldus to return. The Abyss is swarming with fierce enemies, and they have no way to defend themselves, leaving them vulnerable to all kinds of danger. My friends, I have a rather bold request. The two of you are quite capable. Might I trouble you to fetch Mr. Noldus? Treeby will join you. She can also answer any questions you may have.
Tribby or Treeby? Triby? Is hiding something from us? No. Ah, I see. We're the secret being kept from them.
You two are truly honorable. I'll stay behind to guard Virtus and the rest. Go quickly and come back safe.
Alright, Tribby, what are we doing?
I'm sure you two have a ton of questions, don't you? As for why we should speak in private, that's because quiet places are better suited for communicating with one another.
Are you gonna... Downhung is finally gonna be able to jump, or... Are you gonna fly us across?
Judging by your reactions, you aren't lying about being newly arrived travelers. In that case, don't blink or you'll miss the next part. Also, Snowy wouldn't dare dare make plans for us. It's more like the other way around. All right, silence, please. We are about to summon a miracle. We, thy humble descendants, doth surmount the myriad of passages of Yanis to stand before thee and receive the scales of judgment. O selfless arbiter Talantin, declare us innocent in the name of the law. Weigh the fruits of the present in exchange for the sweetness of the past. We summon thee, Orynyx, to lift thy curtain of memory.
So Orynyx, the remembrance.
Once again, stir the ripples of past reverie.
Quite incredible. What's with the vignette?
How is that possible? Did Orynyx's prayer fail?
My two friends, don't stray too far away from us.
Stop
Let's
panicking.
see.
As long as we're with them, we'll be fine.
The prayer only remains for Tribby.
Amazing, isn't it? Now that we're here, we can speak in peace. Huh? But why does it feel a little too quiet?
I'm guessing more enemies or oh. Yikes.
Just what I was afraid of. So much for a peaceful chat. The history lesson will have to wait, my friends. We must help Mr. Noldis.
Don't let me down.
Expand your thinking. Watch it crumble.
You both have impressive fighting skills.
The mood is set. Let the show begin.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, did Danon speak?
Guess I owe you one.
I don't have time for games. Open sesame.
Bending the rules. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Let's improvise.
Alright.
Oh, thank you. The three of you saved our lives.
Mr. Noldis, Virtus was right. It's too dangerous for all of you to be here. Please, come back to Akama with us.
I believe I've made my stance clear, my child. Us priests would rather die in the pursuit of faith than live in a foreign land.
Don't lie to
Sir,
yourself.
we deeply understand your faith in the Titans. Perhaps in your eyes, Kefali, the protector of the Holy City, is but a god from a foreign land.
Oh, that's interesting.
But we swear to you, in the name of Yanis, the Gate of Infinity, that so long as the Chrysoceres live, Akama will protect all followers of the Titans. We are one and the same.
You swear in the name of Yanis? Who are you?
Don't you remember, Noldis? Our name is Trebios.
What? You're the High Priest? Why do you look like a child? Oh, no. To think that I, a mere tribal priest, dared lecture you on faith. Oh, how ludicrous. Please, forgive my transgressions.
Noldis, we do not wish to force you, but please think of the people in your tribe. The young place their trust in you, just as you place your trust in us. If you stay, they will remain here too, doomed to fall under Nikodor's spear.
If that is divine will, then I have no reason to disobey. High Priest, please guide us once again as we spread our wings on this long journey.
Mr. Noldus. I'm glad you're all right.
Virtus, I still disagree with your methods. But it doesn't matter now. Let us place our trust in the Chrysos heirs.
The Dromus caravan that's supposed to meet us isn't here yet. So let's all rest where it's safe for a while.
So here we go. Our questions still unanswered. We have even more. Now that things have calmed down, you can finally answer a few of them.
Of course. Please, come this way.
Starting to get some answers.
I see you've both been made aware of our troubles. I'm grateful for your understanding, so in return, please ask me anything you wish to know.
Alright, let's see. Titans, Chrysos heirs, the end times.
Just as the word implies. It's the time of strife before the world meets its end.
Ah, the finality.
To be precise, it's the whole world that's coming to an end.
Let's see,
The
what are
ancient
Titans?
gods of Amphorius. Once worshipped by humanity, they now stand as their foes.
That doesn't tell us anything.
The prophetic deliverers, with golden blood coursing through their veins.
That also doesn't tell me anything. Well, let's see, this seems very Greek-inspired. I assume the Chrysos heirs are meant to be analogous to the Greek gods, and then the Titans were their enemies. Right.
It's a gift from the three Titans of Fate. With their blessings, priests can awaken shadows of the past to alter reality.
You're putting it too lightly. Don't make miracles sound like a tool you can simply use at will.
Well, that's all the questions they let me ask.
I'm sorry. I guess I'm not good at telling stories.
Yet a tedious and overly long explanation isn't ideal either. Let me think. Oh, right! Virtus and the others are priests from Yanisopolis. They should be adept at playing the lyre. How about playing a song for our two friends? There's a ballad that's been passed down in Amphorius since ancient times. Happiness abound in this lush land by God's chosen. Giants raise their glasses in a toast, beheld by the 12 constellations. 3 carved the heavens and the earth. 3 wove the threads of fate. 3 molded life with their hands, and 3 guided calamity's gate. They declared the world too unstirring, hence wished endless laughter upon the living. Thus, you and I were created, with words and song to weave, and love and intimacy to give. Thus creation was complete. Who then will bear the weight of humanity's souls, to lighten the steps of the living as a whole? O great Kephali, all-knowing father of stature so tall, yet low does their gaze willingly fall. With light of dawn heavy upon their shoulders, golden ichor spills unto the land, forming the boiling river that flows through the legacies of heroes who take their stand.
Huh?
An earthquake or something? What's with the stage effects? Ah, dinosaurs.
Don't worry, that's just our rescue. Time to get up, everyone!
let's get through it. I'm supposed to talk to that thing. Let's see, magnificent creatures.
These large, mild-mannered creatures are called Dromas. They're humanity's most loyal companions. We'll be relying on them to get us through the rugged mountain roads on the way to the Holy City. Dromas are very docile. Even first-time riders can steer them easily. Here, give it a try. Remember to hold the reins tight.
Let's do it! Good thing I managed to dodge.
I forgot to mention, don't touch their white stone humps. When the Earth Titan blessed these creatures, it said they also stuffed their ill tempers into these humps.
How do we get up it then? Carefully now.
See? Easy, wasn't it?
Everyone, how did you find our lyre performance earlier? We've been in exile for many days and haven't touched our instruments in a long time. I fear our skills have grown rusty, and we've made a spectacle of ourselves.
No, not at all. Your performance was wonderful, sir.
It's been a long time since we sat together like that and sang ancient ballads to our heart's content. I'm grateful to all of you for reminding me of those glorious and peaceful times. Looking back now, I admit I was too stubborn. Perhaps you really can save Amphorius from its doom, just like how the four of you heroes saved our very lives and faith today.
Hey, you included
Suffering's
us.
bad for your health, and it won't help your faith much either. That's why it's our inherent duty as Chrysos heirs to free everyone from suffering. It's also the reason for the Holy City Akima's existence. The only human city left in our present day.
Hey now, don't be so serious. You're bringing the mood down. Anyway, in short, the Holy City is absolutely safe. Everything will be fine once we get there. Is everyone properly seated? Then we're off! Next up, Akuma!
So much for being absolutely safe. Jeez.
I always deliver. Never seen perfection before? Expand your thinking. Glimpse the unknown.
The mood is set. Let the show begin! Stay in step. Let's improvise.
I can do this! Protect me!
Guess I owe you one. Still the same old.
Open sesame. Changing the rules. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Take your positions. Dreams do come true. The mood is set. Let the show begin.
There's no backing out now. For me or you. Who's the little backstabber? Helpless as ever.
Let's see. These are fairly easy to deal with.
Endless riddle. Nothing but a boy.
You both fought so bravely. Are you Chrysos heirs from a foreign land?
Something like that.
Please, I beg of you, save Akima. The Mad King Nikador has returned. Look, there's strife and conflict everywhere. Thank you, thank you. Your comrades are fighting inside the city. Fate will guide you to them.
Yeah. Yeah, is Nikador related to destruction?
I summon thee, Oryx!
Is it... Hello? Is it gonna... up?
You both fought so bravely. Are you Chrysos heirs from a foreign land?
Skip!
Please,
Skip.
I beg of you, save
I don't even...
Akima. The Mad King Nikador has returned. Look, there's strife and conflict.
What was that about?
Thank you, thank you. Your comrades are fighting inside the city. Fate will guide you to them.
Why is this taking so long? I should have done a different dialogue option. Ugh.
The main road's been blocked off. Treeby?
Don't panic. Leave this to us. I summon thee, Oryx!
Yeah, let's see. Lift the curtain of memory and stir up ripples of past reverie.
Lift the curtain and stir up ripples of past reverie.
Interesting. Oh, you have to hold it.
It's you two. I'm sorry we got you involved again. I never expected Nikador to lead an army and launch a surprise attack on the Holy City at a time like this. They and Kefali have always been mortal enemies, but now they've gone mad like a vicious beast.
Humanity is so doomed. It's over.
My gratitude. Thankfully, Akima is not completely unprepared. The prophecy had warned us about this. This is a catastrophe, but it's not the end.
Mr. Noldus and the others have gone to seek shelter. Leave the rest to us. You should evacuate along with the citizens.
No, we can help.
I don't doubt your skills, but... Very well, but please remain by my side. These pests can't hurt you, but our companions, those known as the Chrysos heirs, their attacks do not discriminate between friend and foe.
Oh, Kefali, throne of worlds, please end your long silence and grant humanity protection.
Yikes.
No. It's very safe here. The prophecy has already revealed that the light of Kefali will shine upon all.
Watch! No one will die! The heroes will protect the city!
Leave them be. Just as Mr. Noldus reveres Yanis, faith is all some people have left in a world teetering on the brink of collapse. To honor their faith is the sacred duty of the Chrysos heirs. Minions of strife, you shall not harm these people!
Lose some, win some. I always deliver.
Open sesame. Watch a crone.
Let's improvise.
I can do this! Give me strength!
Guess I owe you one.
Fiend or devil, I'll crush them all!
The mood is set. Let the show begin!
Curiosity. Endless riddle. Nothing but a void. Expand your thinking. Glimpse the unknown.
Bodies.
Easy enough.
How could so many enemies have made it to the front gates? Where were the city guards?
Snowy! We're back.
Aw. 3 of them.
We are Trian.
Oh, it's not autoplaying.
We are Trinan. We are Trivi. Wait. No! Now is not the time for introductions! Snowy, Dee has been trading blows with the main forces for what feels like forever. From the skies to the city. Hurry up and assist him!
I knew it. He gets reckless once he gets the urge to kill. I'm relying on you three to handle the task of getting the citizens to safety.
Don't worry. With us here, we can just use the Century Gate to whoosh the people to the safest place in Emphorius. Wouldn't that be Akama? Stop messing around and help the people! Anywhere is fine. Just send them to somewhere safe.
Don't worry. Although they are a little childish, the trio are experienced Chrysos heirs, and one of the pillars of Akama. Therefore, they can definitely be trusted. Well, let's keep on moving then.
Can I just run past these? Whoa, what's this guy?
Lord Finan! You're finally here. Quick, save the Grand Craftsman. He's surrounded by enemies!
What?
Him? Oh.
The rear is secured now. This is the result of your efforts?
Quit messing around. You know who we're dealing with.
Carelessness will be your downfall. Deliver.
This is my day.
Mere child's play. A true fight between us would shatter them with the aftershocks alone.
I almost died.
Who are you?
Enough, Mighty. Trying
Mighty.
to destroy the holy city.
Open sesame. Glimpse the unknown.
Self-inflicted misery.
Oh.
What? Cartonus!
Finon.
I'm glad that you're okay. As for you, Mighty, if I'm not mistaken, shouldn't your responsibility be protecting the citizens?
What is that supposed to mean? Who are you implying isn't a citizen here?
The names get stranger.
Don't evade the question. Aglaya told us to protect the citizens. Are you ignoring what she said?
It is you who forgot the second half of her words. Her original words were, protect the citizens and eliminate the invaders. The crisis in the Holy City will be resolved once we've eliminated Nikador. Speaking of which, since you've never considered the pair over there to be citizens, they seem to fit the definition of invaders.
What do you mean
The
by
three
that?
priests of Yanis share the same appearance and mind, and their senses are also interlinked. The Akamans have long been aware of your presence and what you have been doing. You trust him that much? I suggest you think twice.
Provoking your allies at such a critical juncture. Whose side are you on?
From the moment we first met, I already told you that regardless of whether it's in the past or in the future, the people of Kremnos will never agree to make peace with the likes of you. As the successor of Kremnos, I, Mighty, am not able to act independently on such matters. Furthermore, things have escalated to a point where I must warn you, esteemed guests, that your host is anything but proficient in the ways of hospitality.
Enough! The time for internal strife now is not. Still on the offense, the Mad King is, and must be stopped by the Chrysos heirs.
I have not forgotten about what needs to be done. Stand down. I'm more than capable of taking care of what's ahead by myself. As for you, Nikador is in the Marmorial Palace. Glaya told me to stay out of it. So, go ahead. Deliver.
I don't need you to tell me that.
You. What's your name?
Galactic Baseballer.
Is that not also strange?
What? Well, that's the Chrysos heirs. Revered as heroes by the masses, but still imperfect mortals at their core.
Noise.
Let's wait for this to load up. Alright, let's continue. We gotta destroy all the enemies. Ooh.
What a mess. Yes, Treby acted with haste. This is Marmorial Market, the most important residential and living area in the Holy City. Pushing through by force would undoubtedly result in needless casualties.
Yikes.
But now our backup is here.
Lord Finon and the two guests. Welcome to Akama.
Oh, this is Castorus.
When I heard your footsteps, I thought death was already writing my final chapter before my heroic journey had even begun.
So she's supposed to be Hades then.
Miss Castorus?
An abrupt ending to an epic that has barely begun might also amaze the people.
But today, Lord Finon, Akuma needs you.
Well, if the Mortician of the Holy City says I'm needed, then it sounds like I'm gonna live through this mess.
Well, that isn't for me to decide. All I can do is clear the obstacles and guide you to the place of Nikator's descent. Dear guests, if you would, I'd like you to please follow me. And kindly keep 5 paces distance. In the face of death, strife will also cause hesitation to arise. I am the shadow of death.
They're speaking? Wait, really? Servant of Thanatos. Thanatos is the Greek god of death, or specifically, he's the one who delivers souls to the afterlife. I didn't realize these things could speak. They're just like statues, or more like automata than... Yikes.
There are also some enemies who are difficult to subdue by presence alone.
I can see why everyone's excited for her. Oh, don't get too close. Okay.
The scent of blood. Are you an attendant of the Hand of Shadow?
No, I'm nobody's attendant.
You can try to avoid and hide it. But you obviously came from the world of the dead. Akuma, Chrysos heirs. What cowards! We live by loyalty and glory, while you live by weakness and deceit.
I'm so glad that you're not my history teacher. How much can we trust the words of someone who has sunk so deep into madness? However, if you're standing here out of loyalty and glory, then I shall draw my blade and grant you a warrior's end.
Come to arms.
Oh, these are just like actually people.
Look, a VIP.
So he has 6 stacks of armor. Not sure what other gimmicks he's gonna have.
I always deliver.
Curiosity. Endless.
I'm not gonna let him act.
Nothing but a boy. Expand your thinking. Watch it crumble.
Here comes someone your own style.
Oh, he can summon?
Let's improvise. The mood is set. Let the show begin.
Stay put.
Guess I owe you one.
Open sesame. Glimpse the unknown. Time for a lesson. Never seen perfection before?
We? There's no backing out now. For me or you.
I can't believe I expected it to be a challenge.
Watch it crumble.
Aren't there 2 of them?
As you wish.
Lady Aglaya once said that your time is extremely valuable and shouldn't be wasted on unnecessary conflict. I have the power to lay them to rest.
I was about to say the same. It's pointless to waste your strength on these pawns. Let's go. It's time to face strife.
Already?
Once there, you must turn into birds and fly toward the final battlefield.
Miss Castoris, why aren't you joining us?
I must stay here and ensure that these soldiers do not destroy the city. Although faith is more important to the vast majority, there are still quite a number of citizens who care more about their worldly possessions.
I understand, but...
There is no need for worry. The citizens have already been evacuated, and the only living things in the vicinity are the 3 of you. As Lady Aglaya instructed, no civilians will be affected by this.
Do excuse my impropriety. Well then, I'll see you later, Miss Castoris.
Then... could you all quietly leave?
Well, let's get out of here then. So what's this about turning into
Memorial
birds?
Palace, the Lance of Fury, Nicator. They're all there in the distance.
Fanhung, is that your stomach?
That battle cry once crushed all in its path. It knocked down foes and allies alike, leaving people as fragile as reeds in a gale. My limbs trembled uncontrollably as my weapon clattered to the ground. I could hear nothing but the frenzied and shameful beating of my own heart. Fear. This is why the Strife Titan is revered. If a warrior can face this terror and still step forward, no trial thereafter can shake the weapon in their hand. You two, if you wish to retreat, this is your final chance to do so.
We've both died a number of times before.
Looks like the both of you have indeed braved many dangers.
No interest in the Titan rights. Trailblazing, lending a helping hand.
What an interesting concept.
Hmm.
Surely on your worlds there must also be a Titan which is revered by the masses. But there's no need to further confirm your resolve. We shall soon cross swords with the embodiment of strife. And yet, faced against this menacing threat, your resolve only gleams more intensely. Let's get going. In the era when Kefali had not yet fallen silent, none could stand as their equal. Today, we inherit the duty of the gods, safeguarding the inhabitants of Amphorius. Stand with me and become heroes!
Fascinating. Is this gonna send us up? Oh, it's a puzzle? Janus's hidden passage. Rotate the clues and assemble the pattern. Once the progress bar is full, we move to the next target. Huh? Oh, I see. Forming that symbol.
Deathly silence is the proud resonance of Nicator's war drums. Behind this watery veil awaits the arena of conflict. Stay strong. Recall your convictions and everything you hold dear. If you can't do that, then think of death. For doing so might actually keep you alive.
So we're facing him already.
Careful! They look different from what I remember.
Ah, interesting.
Weaker. So, more distorted?
Let's see. 7 stacks of war armor. Yikes.
I always make good on my promises.
Ah, turned off the double speed.
I don't have time for games. Open sesame. Watch it crumble.
Stay in step. Dreams do come true.
Guess I owe. Never seen perfection before. Expand your thinking. Curiosity. Endless riddle. Nothing but a point.
Fiends or devils, I'll crush them all!
I don't have time for games.
He's Ice Sweep, which is good for me.
Open sesame. Glimpse the unknown.
Okay. Titanus Corpse? Oh. Characters with glory can obtain buffs via using skill or ultimate to increase glory stats. Characters with glory can dispel a number of Titanus Corpus stacks equal to the current glory stacks in attacking.
Let's improvise. The mood is set. Let the show
so
begin.
you're gaining glory from facing him head on. I see.
We have a deal. There's no backing out now.
And that works on
For
skill
me
and
or
movement.
you.
Never seen perfection before?
Stay put! Get them!
Take your positions.
I don't have time for games. Expand your thinking. Watch a crow.
Cast aside all distracting thoughts. To me, I shall withstand their wrath.
Never seen perfection before? Open sesame.
Even gods can sleep. I shall extinguish your core flame, Titan!
He's going down pretty quick.
Get them!
I don't have time for games.
Fiends or devils! I'll crush them all!
Considering my team is very
Watch
optimized.
a crow.
Move. This is not the true Nikador, just one of his many godly forms. The core flame isn't here. New allies of Okima, welcome to Amphorius. While this welcome banquet is far from elegant, it has helped to remove any misgivings that we had. From this moment forth, you shall be treated as distinguished guests of the Holy City and of the Chrysos as...
Her gaze? Somewhat unfocused. Could it be that?
Curious about my eyesight? Well, I'm not blind. On the contrary, I can see much more than the typical person. Those with golden blood always have something extraordinary about them. For me, it's perception. I don't need light to measure the world. The wind carries messages along golden threads, delivering countless sensations to my fingertips. Just like how at this present moment, the virtues possessed by the both of you have turned into a warm current that pleases my skin.
So... what's that to imply? Is she physically blind but can perceive the world? Or is she not blind but it's like she sees everything at once so she doesn't focus on anything? I see.
A manifestation of Nikador. Could it be that my trial has not arrived yet?
By following the threads of fate, you have begun to write the opening chapter of your story. How do you feel?
Well, truth be told, I don't feel any different. I anticipated a greater challenge. When Trianne followed those escaped soldiers, was that part of the plan too?
Naturally. We have long foreseen this attack and didn't intend to waste such a golden opportunity. After Nikador succumbed to madness, their fortress disappeared into the fog, with no one being able to ascertain its location anymore. However, now that they have acted out of character and attacked Akima of their own accord, then the Holy City shall also uncover their hiding place and sound the horn of retaliation.
What an intricate plan indeed. I gave my word that after the situation stabilized, I would reveal all about Amphorius to our allies. However, given that Akuma has just barely survived a calamity, and there are still many shaken citizens who need comfort, Aglaya, would you mind taking care of this in my stead?
Distinguished guests, since you have spared no effort in aiding the Holy City, I will naturally take care of you as well. I've woven many unforeseen events into the tapestry of fate. This is but one instance.
You two can find me at Marmorial Market after you've grown tired of listening to her tales. In any case, I owe you my hospitality.
Now then, where should we begin?
Oh, take some time. Oh, we gotta lay down a beacon.
Beacon of the Trailblaze. No problem. Go ahead.
Oh, a space anchor. Praise Akivili.
What an interesting way to mark the start of your journey. I grow more and more curious about your cause. But, please, let me first properly extend my hospitality to you. The conversation we must have will likely be quite lengthy, so why don't we go somewhere more suitable for that?
Wow. Chalice of Plenty Feosa. As the honey brew spills into the ocean, the waves bloom like flowers. In the clamor of great waves and drunkards all awaken amongst madness. Whew. Is that a representative of the abundance, perhaps?
It's this way. Come with me.
I was thinking... It's been an hour? Actually, I think we'll stop here and we'll have to continue another day. Well, thank you for watching. I hope to see you next time. Goodbye. Shoot. Yeah. No views. First streamer.